Hey guys, I'm super excited about this one. This is the $200 Razer Opus THX certified headset. This competes with the likes of the Bose noise canceling headphones like the QC35 or the 700s, also with the Sony W, etc., 1000 something or other. And they're actually really well priced, they're extremely comfortable, and this is Razer's very first attempt at making a headphone set that isn't about gaming. Like, these are the Black Sharks right here. These are gaming oriented. I really like these too, but you're not going to connect this to your phone, and it doesn't have Bluetooth support. So this is designed for noise canceling. It's also designed for conference calls, the Zoom calls, all that kind of thing. So you can connect it to your PC, your tablet, your phone, the whole deal. And it's really, really good. There's an app as well for the phone that's all right. And overall, I really like these headphones. So I'm going to put the camera down, get a little closer up with it, and give you a tour. We'll talk about the design, the comfort, and the performance. So yeah, buckle up for this one. It's a really good headset. First of all, thanks to Razer for sending this over to me for the purpose of this review. Let's do a quick tour. So on both sides of the headband, you have the Razer branding, right? Razer here and Razer here. You also have branding for THX, which is a sound company that is very well known, but also Razer owns this company. Now, how much of the quality of this headset comes from THX, I don't know. And I don't know if there's any way to possibly know. When a company gets acquired, things get moved around and changed. But I can tell you they do sound really good. I'm coming off the Anker Soundcore Life Q30, which I did a review of. Those were $80. This is $200. I saw them on sale for $150 during the Christmas time. So if you happen to see them on sale again, I think you should go for it. It does come in other colors. There's a mercury white and a black. This is sort of a blue, which hopefully you can see from the contrast in my shirt. This is available on our website, by the way. And I like the look of this. At first, looking online, I thought, oh yeah, blue. This is the way to go. But now that I see them in person, I think I'd prefer black or the mercury white. But anyhow, here's a tour of the I/O. On the right side, we have volume up and down and a play pause button. It's going to be hard to show you, but the play pause button is actually more recessed than the plus and minus buttons. So when you're not looking, this is on your head and you're trying to figure out which button to press, it didn't take very long, maybe 2 days, for me to feel like, okay, I know precisely which button is which. So that's a pretty good learning curve. On the other side, we have the noise canceling button on or off. So it's a toggle as well as ambient sound. And then here's the power button. The power button's about a 4-second hold to start it and a 5-second hold to turn it off. There's really cool sound effects when you turn it on and when you turn it off. Let me give you a sample of that. Hopefully this comes through. Yeah, it sounds sort of like a spaceship. It's pretty neat. I'm going to hold it to, oops, pressed it too many times. Hold it down and turn it off. Yeah, about 5 seconds. Okay, so these are really comfortable, which might be the most important thing here, aside from knowing that the sound quality is really, totally fine. I'm not very good at rating sound quality, by the way. They sound better than those Anker Soundcore Lives. They sound totally just the same to me as the Sony WXM1000 something or other, T1000, I don't know. Those are just way too expensive, $330. This is $200. You can get it for $150 like I mentioned, but I think that even at $200, like the difference between this and the Soundcore at $80, it's noticeable. It's worth $120 more to get this. The difference between this and the Sony's, I just don't see it. One advantage to the Sony's, you can connect it to multiple devices simultaneously. This Razer headset doesn't have that. But I mean, unless you really have that need and it's like really dire to your productivity, I don't know why you would do it. Okay, they are comfortable. I have big ears, but my ears fit well inside of this. These ear cuffs are memory foam. You can see that memory isn't like super long lasting, which I think is good because what that does, it gives you that passive noise canceling when you put them over your ears, and that's really important if you're looking for noise canceling headphones. You don't want to rely solely on the active noise canceling, which can drain your battery life. And the headband is the same. It also has a memory foam. It is tighter, however. These never felt too warm. They never felt too tight. I kept them in the lowest tension, but you can increase the distance an inch there and an inch here, roughly an inch. And there's really good tension here, by the way. I never felt like jiggling it. Look at that. First time I've tested this. The jiggling does not move it, at least at this point. These are about 3 weeks old for me. But yeah, they feel good. They sound good. I think they're priced well. They connect over Bluetooth. I'm connected to my phone. I connected to my tablet. And it can just switch to whatever device I want to use it on after I power them on. And it reverts back to the device it was last connected to. So it's connected to your phone, and then you connect to your tablet, and then you want to go back to your phone, you got to go to your Bluetooth menu and hit the button. There's also an app. The app is just as you would expect. You can adjust the levels or some presets. And to me, I keep it on a voice focus because I mostly use this for phone calls and for conference calls with my cell phone. I really like this headset. I think you would too, depending on what you're looking for. If you're watching this, you're probably looking for confirmation that the Razer Opus is a good device. And I would say that for Razer's very first foray into headphones that aren't for gaming, these are spectacular, and I had my eyes on these for months. I'm so thankful I finally got a chance to test them out. Now, before I let you go, I'm also reviewing the Razer Black Shark V2 gaming headset. So this is for PCs. It's connected over a USB dongle. And yeah, this is a totally different ball game in terms of the way it feels, the way it looks. It's definitely more of a gamer aesthetic, but keep an eye out for a review on this one soon. So that's the Razer Opus, $200, $150 on sale if you can find it that way. It comes in multiple colors. It's comfortable, it's easy to use, and yeah, I like the way they look overall. It might seem a bit like every other headset, I guess, but if you look closely, I think you'll find some differences. So, one last thing I should mention. Gosh, this should have been in the middle. Okay. Microphone quality. So the way I tested the microphone is I didn't tell people, but I just made phone calls and I talked to people. And when I had the Sonys, people would complain that my sound was cutting out. And I would notice whenever I turned on the sound, the Sonys for the first time with a phone call. So I get a phone calls coming in, I turn on the Sonys, they connect, and I jump into that call. They would kind of disconnect, like they'd connect to disconnect on and off, like a stutter. And that was obviously a big problem for me and to the person I was on the phone with. I have no problem like that with this headset. I didn't have that problem with the Anchors either. So it might have been just a dud Sony that I had, but $330, there's no way I was keeping those headphones given that problem in particular. Back to the microphone, very comfortable. No one ever complained about the way I sound, and I spent hours and hours on phone calls in the last two to 3 weeks with these. Okay, that's it, I promise. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.